This is the Tahoe edition of the wrap-up show. John and Jim with you. We'll be with you for the next 45 minutes or an hour. I'm away for my wife's 40th birthday, but we needed to chime in on everything going on right now. Wrap-up show with John and Jim. As you make your way in, if you're a Padres fan, please subscribe. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. That's the only thing you have to do if you're a Padres fan. Please subscribe for us. Hit the notification bell. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We'll get to all the supers here tonight. We're going to vent. If you want to vent, we'd love to hear from you, because what has happened these first three games of this Dodgers series has put the Padres' chances of winning a division in jeopardy. I mean, they essentially have to win tomorrow to avoid falling 5.5 games out of the division at the halfway point. They can't beat the Dodgers. They're 1-14, Jim, in their last 15 against the Dodgers, and they've scored 4 runs. 4 runs in this series. So I know Jim wants to go off. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll be with you for the next 45 minutes or an hour. But, I mean, it has been, to be fair, it's been a bad start to this series. I mean, to be honest, it's been somewhat pathetic, this offense.
Hey, remember at the beginning of the year when I got really upset when they lost 2 or 3 to the Dodgers and everyone's like, it's okay?
This is different.
This is a fucking joke. And I you know, this team as it's constructed right now, it's not good enough, especially against the Dodgers. And the Dodgers straight up own the Padres. And it's really not even close. Like, you heard on the broadcast today them mention, oh, this is a rivalry. No, this is not a rivalry. Anybody that says this is a rivalry, they're wrong. This is not even close to a rivalry. This is we're your daddies, the Dodgers saying to the Padres, we own you. You can't beat us. We don't care if you win a series in an entire season. We're better than you, always and forever. And until something changes where a Padres team steps the fuck up and says enough's enough and beats the Dodgers, not just in a series, but in a season, then this type of shit's going to happen all the time. And frankly, it's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's a joke, and it's downright laughable to watch this team perform this way against a team that you are chasing every single year. And by the way, to compound it, you come out basically in 2020 with we're now here. And guess what? Ever since that moment, you've been bitch slapped left and right by the Dodgers nonstop.
Well, ever since Trent Grisham homered in that series in 2020, It was like 10 games to play in the regular season, and they won game 1, and then they punted on the rest of the series once they lost game 2. I mean, it's been a completely one-sided series. There's no question about that. I mean, think about this, Jim, and you know it as well as I do. Turner, Muncy, Bellinger have been awful. And Jesse, thank you for the super. We're going to get to all the supers. If you want to weigh in and vent, please consider the super. We'll tell you about all our partners here tonight. Please subscribe if you're a Padres fan. I mean, Muncy, Turner, and Bellinger all have OPSs for the season under 700. In fact, the closest to 700 is 685. Nobody's had a good year of those three. I mean, they've been bad. Objectively, they've been worse than that. And they have killed the Padres. They have literally killed the Padres in this series. No, listen, it's good. Yu Darvish has been very good this year. I think that's fair to say. I think Yu Darvish has been very good this year. There have been a couple of blips. San Francisco today, maybe one other start. This is the start. You need a stopper. You need someone to go 6 innings, allow 1 or 2 runs to give this offense a chance to win. And 3 home runs in the first inning. Now, he goes 6 innings to his credit. Honestly, Blake Snell wouldn't have done that. There's other starters that wouldn't have done that. But 3 first-inning home runs and 5 runs in the first 3 innings. The game is over. We could have fast-forwarded. It was over after the first inning. They scored 2 runs. So it's like the starting pitching has to be perfect. The offense has been anemic. I mean, absolutely anemic. And there's nothing coming in the short term. I saw A.J. Preller was playing basketball today at the La Jolla Y.
Hope he had fun.
Which is terrific at that La Jolla Rec Center. You have a month to the deadline. You have no Tatis for weeks. Machado's not healthy. I give him credit for trying, but it's not helping, unfortunately. You need to fix this offense. The offense has to be fixed. And if it's not, then you're teetering, not just in terms of the division, but you're going to be in jeopardy of making the postseason with an offense like this in the second half of the year. You just can't wait for Tatis to come back and think the season is fixed. because Fernando Tatis Jr. is back in the lineup.
Thank you, Jesse, for the super chat.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah.
You know, what I said this last week. We talked about this. This is the moment in the season where last year you fell off a map. Or not just, you didn't fall off the map. It was the start. It was like the beginning of the end, you know, like
yes,
towards the right before the All-Star break.
Yep.
And then right after the All-Star break, you get to the trade deadline, shit hit the fan. Hosmer was crying about, in trade rumors, and then everything just fell off. And this is the exact moment in this season now where you're going through the same thing as you did last season. And I said, this is where Bob Melvin makes a difference. Now, how much difference is Bob Melvin going to make when you're dealt a shit hand? We'll find out. But right now, Bob Melvin is dealt with a shit hand, and he's going to have to try to make a filet mignon out of it. And maybe he can do it. Maybe he can't. We're going to find out. But I know we talked about at the beginning of the year, if this team has another, not collapse, but just another down year, that blame goes on Preller, none on Melvin. I'm sorry. That's how it is.
Well, let's be clear. If the Padres do not make the postseason, it is a complete and utter failure from the top down.
Oh, John, if they don't make the postseason, AJ Preller should be fired.
I mean, how could you survive that? Peter Seidler said last year it's a once in 100-year collapse. Now they've added to the postseason this year. 6 of the teams in the National League are going to make it. Now, as we speak right now, the Padres, I think, have at least 3 games on a playoff spot. It's 3 or 4 games on a playoff spot, but that's not a lot with 82 games to play. Jared, thank you for the super. You want to read this, Jim? Because I can't even really see it.
I know. It's hard to do it on the phone. This offense is a joke. We need more than just Tatis. Preller needs to get to work. This offense is such trash. And the fact our payroll is so high, SMH. No, I actually, I do hope that Preller had a good day playing basketball at the Rec.
Did you see who he played? He played Eric Musselman?
Eric Musselman, yeah. Because Eric Musselman's in San Diego, and Eric Musselman, showed a picture on Twitter of him wearing, every single Padres gear imaginable.
Was every shirt wearing the Padres gear?
If you look at his Twitter, he's like, I'm going to San Diego this weekend. Here's what I'm going to pack. And it was
his family, I want to say his parents live in San Diego. He's coached in San Diego. He's got
right. But hey, I'm glad Preller's, playing ball today.
No, that's not fair. I mean,
I'm joking.
We're joking because he does work. Obviously, it's hard to be critical of AJ Preller's time spent on the Padres. It is easy to be critical.
He spends more time on this team than anybody. I get it.
Yeah, but it's easy to be critical of the results. But and then I'm going to hear this. Well, what do you mean the offense is miserable? What do you mean this offense is pathetic? They had 10 hits today. All these guys up and down the lineup had multiple hits. They can't score runs. Runner second, nobody out. They don't score. They go 1 for 9 with men in scoring position. They leave 10 on base. This is the series. I mean, think about it. Game one, I'm thinking this is the series the Tides turn. They score in the first inning. Machado doubles in the first inning. They score in a Mazzara double.
There's no Tide turn, John.
Right.
There's been no There's been no Tides turn in the last decade. You had a moment maybe last year, beginning of the season, you're like, when they take 3 or 4 of Dodger Stadium, and then you lose, 9 straight to them?
Correct.
So there's no turning of the tide.
No, I agree. Well, obviously, but what I'm saying is I thought they were coming to play when who pitched game 1? Who pitched game 1? Musgrove. You get him a first inning run. Musgrove was unbelievably good the other night. Now, he let Justin Turner a couple of home runs, but Musgrove was really good. It's just this offense is helping no one. This pitching has been good, but not good enough. Even Snell yesterday, Jim was good, but he wasn't good enough. Today, obviously, Darvish wasn't good. You're asking too much. Matthew, thank you for the super. Let me try to read this with my 20/20 vision. I'm going to try this, Jim, all right?
I can read it.
Okay, you read it. Let me just
reset. I got you. I'll read this. We're fine.
Let me reset, then we're going to get to Mark Nimitz. I just want to let people know. We are going to be with you here, obviously, throughout the course of the season. If you're a Padres fan, please subscribe. If you're on Padres content, the only requirement if you're here is to subscribe. You can hit the notification bell as well. Smash the like button for us, even though the Padres lost. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. If you want to make sure we get your comment, you can hit the super button down below, that $sign down below. We'll tell you about becoming a member as well. You can click that join button down below. You get custom emojis, badges, and custom content, exclusive content as well. All right, what do we have here, Jim?
It says Tatis is not the answer from Matthew. He can't do it all, and who really knows when he's coming back? This feels like 2021 right now. The only option seems like he's going over the CBT at this point. Well, they're not going to go over the CBT. They're just not, because why would they go over the CBT and give a guy that type of power when he's not built a winning roster ever in his entire career? It's just not going to happen. This team has got to win with the pieces it has and whatever other trades that he makes, if he makes any other big time trades. It's not going to happen. And maybe it might, and I could be completely wrong, and I would applaud it because honestly, the dumbest thing in sports is fans getting upset about owners not spending money not spending money, but owners spending over a CBT tax. Like, who cares? Like, if a team pays $500 million for your roster, you should applaud it and say spend more. Like it,
right? But there's
what I mean?
No reason to think they're going to do that. And by the way, would you give AJ Preller
I understand.
more money? Would you give Preller more money if he hasn't won by spending more money than they've ever spent before? Like, is the difference money? Did you win with money right now? You think you throw money at this thing and it fixes everything? What's going to fix everything? You think Wilson Contreras fixes everything right now? You know what I mean? Like, what really fixes everything?
Nothing, dude. Honestly,
Ryan Reynolds fixes everything. Come on.
I don't know. Burning some sage in the clubhouse to get rid of some demons.
Now, there's still, how many games over are they, Jim? Are they 13 over?
They're 13 over, yeah.
Okay. So obviously the season's not over. Is this the same as 2021? Of course it's not. We can't say that right now.
Not right now.
We cannot say right now 13 over is the exact same as 2021. It's just like you had this golden opportunity where all you had to do was split. You'd stay a game and a half back at the halfway point. If you somehow won the series, you'd be in first place. If you swept the series, you would have been a couple of games up. And now you're in danger of getting swept. I mean, 5.5 out at the halfway point against this quote-unquote bad Dodgers team or underperforming Dodgers team.
The last 14 games the Dodgers have played the Padres. The Padres are 1-13. They have only a total of 10 home runs in 14 games. Their starting pitcher's ERA is 5.01. The Dodgers starting pitching ERA is 1.69.
And they didn't update that because they're 1-14 in their last 15. Because it's 1-5 this year,
right.
And 0-9 to
worse
last year.
It's worse now.
So it's 15 games. They're 1-14.
All right, let's get to Mark Nimitz.
Yeah, let's get to Mark, our title sponsor here on the wrap-up show. If you have auto, home, renters, life, earthquake insurance needs, Mark is your guy. I've been texting with Mark all day today. He's as frustrated as we all are if you've been watching the Padres here in 2022. However, if you have insurance needs, you got to go with Mark Nimitz. He can save you $750 on your insurance. Simple as that. You switch to Mark, who's a San Diegan and a lifelong Padres fan. Lives and dies on this just like we do. Mark Nimitz is your guy. Again, I have my homeowners and my earthquake insurance through Mark Nimitz. He can save you so much money. If you have an electric vehicle, he can save you money. He's got great service and communication. You can get to his website by clicking on the link down below for Mark Nimitz. You can contact him at any point. He'll talk Padres with you. He'll talk insurance with you. But if you're a San Diegan and you support this channel and you want to support a local business here in our community, please consider Mark Nimitz for your insurance needs.
All his information is above my head, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. When you reach out to him, let him know that John and Jim from the wrap-up show sent you.
All right, so Padres here today, and continuing this theme. First of all, the Padres have now lost, let's see, Jim, they've lost 6 of 7. They had a 3-game losing streak before they snapped it in Arizona in Game 2 when they played well and won 4-0, I want to say, in that series finale. Now they've lost 3 straight at Dodger Stadium. I want to say they're 5-10 in their last 15 overall.
They are.
That's right.
Yeah, because they were 5-8 going into
Thursday night after Thursday night's game.
Yeah.
So they're 5-10 in their last 15. Like, there is a level of teetering here. Again, they're 13 games over 500. Again, there's 6 teams going to the playoffs in the National League. They still have wild card leads. The season is far from over.
Right.
But it has to stop. And if it doesn't stop Sunday, you get to a point of significant concern. I think if you're swept at Dodger Stadium and Mackenzie Gore doesn't pitch well and this offense once again doesn't show up, you're left just scratching your head, looking for answers, wondering if this is 2021 all over again, if it's deja vu all over again. And that's how important, in my opinion, Sunday is. They got to find a way, it's cliche, to stop some bleeding here. You just can't get run over like this
in the division. It's one of those situations, like an entire season, teams have stretches where they go 5-10.
Sure.
Like it happens.
Most
right?
teams, yep.
Even I would say the Dodgers had a stretch of going 5-10.
Yeah,
like
probably.
you know, Yankees are probably gonna have a stretch to go 5-10, and
Yeah,
everyone's maybe, but you get my point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the issue. The issue is who they're losing to in that stretch. Getting swept in Colorado, losing a game that you should have won in Arizona, losing now 3 straight to the Dodgers. Majority of those losses are to division opponents. and we've talked about this ad nauseum for the last however many years. This team, if they want to make the postseason or even have a chance to win a division title, need to do well in their division. And they've been atrocious at playing division opponents ever since AJ Preller got here. They've been horrible. It's been a joke. They can't beat the Rockies in Colorado. They can't beat the Dodgers anywhere. The Giants are always an issue. They can't win in Arizona. Like, those are all major problems. You can beat up on, you're lucky that next year you're getting a balanced schedule. But in the meantime, you're going to be playing the Dodgers 9 times in September. You're playing the Giants, I think, either 4 or 7 times in September. You're going to Colorado in September. You're facing Arizona in September. You're facing St. Louis in September. So if you can't beat division opponents, and especially the opponents that are behind you, you have zero shot at doing anything or even making the postseason.
Right. It's like, well, it's a good point because, and then even if you're in, if you could fast forward and they play reasonable baseball from here on out, they're not going to have to be perfect to make the playoffs. They have to be decent, right? They're not going to have to be perfect. But let's fast forward, and then you're in the postseason, and you're 23rd in slug, and you're 21st on base, and you're facing the Dodgers or the Mets or the Cardinals or whomever's rotational or Milwaukee's. Who has confidence the Padres are going to score? I mean, how are they going to magically come to life offensively without AJ Preller making moves at the deadline, without Manny Machado getting healthy? He's got to get healthy, by the way. I don't know how he's going to do it playing. Without Fernando Tatis Jr. being fully healthy at that period of time. It's like you just have all these question marks right now. It's like it's one thing to get in. It's another thing to try to beat someone once you get in. And I know we're a long way from there, but it's like when you spend $230 million and when you have Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis and Joe Musgrove and you Darvish and whomever else, and this is what you got, like, and now we're just saying, hey, hopefully they can find their way into the postseason. How much confidence do you have in this team? And again, there's a lot of time. But it's just like, it's hard to imagine them outscoring teams in the postseason. Yes, they have good pitching, but it's like you allow a run and you feel like the world's over when you go down by a run or two. When they allowed 3 home runs in the first inning today, who on earth thought the Padres are going to win this game?
Nobody. And now I will say this about Darvish before we get the super chat from Andrew. Like, the 3 home runs in the first inning were bad.
And then there were soft runs in the second and third.
But the runs he gave up after that, like, were because of error. Like,
miscues.
A Zokar twice and so, and he actually did strike out 10 and went 6.
And didn't walk a batter, right?
And didn't walk a batter. So besides that first inning, he pitched pretty damn well.
Well, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how's the play? I mean, he's getting paid like he should be an ace, and allowing 3 home runs in the first inning is subpar. But I do agree with that. You know, he did some work to get through 6 innings, but he still needs to be better than allowing 3 home runs in an inning.
Before we get to Andrew, sorry, Jared. Thank you. Yeah. Jared, thank you for the super. They get hits when it doesn't matter. They're horrible. Yeah. And Manny came back. He had a big opportunity on Thursday night to have a big hit.
He did.
Didn't get it. He's had a couple meaningless hits in the last 2 games. Nothing to show. And it's hard to even, criticize Manny because he's out there on one leg. But, if you're out there, you got to perform. And it's been tough because of how much they rely on Manny. And it's not fair. It's not fair to be saying, hey, you're 75%, you're on one leg. We need you to be an MVP.
But the truth is we want him. And we want him. I mean, I'd rather have him at 50% striking out.
In a second.
Yeah. And
I'm going to have him up there literally with no foot.
But I do get it because I'm watching this and I see all the strikeouts and I'm like, well, would this team be better served with him just getting healthy? But I'm thinking to myself, well, no, they wouldn't I'd rather have Manny Machado showing his teammates, like, listen, you've got an obligation to do everything in your power to perform for this team, even when you're not at 100%. So I don't know. I'd rather have Machado obviously playing than anyone else playing. Has it looked great this weekend at Dodger Stadium? It really hasn't. He did have a double in that first game. He did have a base hit, I want to say, in the 9th inning here today. We'll give it time. He's going to be fine. I'm sure he'll get some power back. I'm sure he'll be, I'm sure he'll be successful for this team in the second half of the year offensively. Just right now, this is tough to watch. With no Tatis, with an injured Machado, and the rest of your offense not being clutch. There have been some moments where they've come through with hits. Voit homered. Voit had a double. But, I mean, you're down 7-0. You're down 7-1. I mean, what does it even mean at that point,
Carlin, thanks for the super chat.
Thanks, Carlin.
Kim has got to go at this point. All right, I'm going to say this.
Can we talk about the Tatis Kim thing that Ken Rosenthal threw out there earlier today?
We'll talk about it after I say this.
Yeah.
Whenever they struggle, what they're going through right now has nothing to do with just one player. And the notion that anytime this team loses, got to get rid of Grisham, got to get rid of Nola, got to get rid of Kim, got to get rid of this guy. That's not fucking happening. That's not happening. Okay. You are not going to just all of a sudden be like, got to go, send Grisham out, DFA this guy, send this guy to the minors, trade him. Not happening. This is who they have. All right. You're not going to just all of a sudden, got to go. You can say it. It's not going to happen. Never. It will never happen in any baseball team. Well, maybe not any baseball team.
Well, you can still make moves, though.
But you're not just going to be like, for a guy on a 4-year deal making $28 million, you're not going to be like, you know what? We're going to DFA this guy right now.
Right. No, I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
And by the way, Kim is not Kim had a couple of hits here today. They need Kim in the absence of Manny Machado, truth be told, in the absence of Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, you're asking him to be a star when we know he's really a cross between a reserve and a starter. He's a cross between a reserve and a starter. Listen, could they call up, could you be critical of Trent Grisham? I know he homered yesterday, and say, hey, it's time for Esteury Ruiz. Hey, it's time for Brent Rooker. Yeah, maybe. Could they eventually put Fernando Tatis Jr. in center field for Trent Grisham when he comes back? And Rosenthal wrote about that today. Bob Melvin's been quoted from Kevin Acee.
Wait, you didn't write about that, John?
That wasn't me. That wasn't me, Kurt Pavakov. That wasn't me. But, listen, I don't think that – I think everything's on the table. I think with Fernando Tatis Jr. comes back, if we just think they're going to plug him in at short 60 times, we're being foolish. He might play some short. He might play some center. He might DH. If Trent Grisham continues to struggle, then we're going to see someone else in center field in the second half via trade, whether it's Fernando Tatis Jr., whomever it is. I mean, this is only sustained for so long when you're scoring at this clip and when you're slugging at this clip. You cannot play 162 games and be 24th in OPS and be a serious playoff contender. And A.J. Preller knows that. I would think. Now, it's hard to make moves July 2nd. It's a lot easier maybe after the trade deadline, after the All-Star game, up until the trade deadline. But we're foolish to think that A.J. Preller doesn't see the same things that we see. We're also foolish to think that you can make franchise-altering decisions or moves on the 2nd of July. It's very rare for something like that to happen. They need to figure something out in the short term, and I don't really know what that is other than relying on starting pitching to be really good and to come through some timely hitting. Get to the super here from Andrew. And Andrew, thank you for the super.
Thanks, Andrew. How do you spend this much money and have so little offense, nothing in the minors? Preller is a bad GM, in my honest opinion. He's painted himself into a corner. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. He's like, we're critical of Preller when he makes bad moves, and we praise Preller when he makes good moves. We've talked about this, that, you can look at Taylor Rogers, Sean Manaea, Jake Cronenworth, who else? Joe Musgrove, Yu Darvish. Those all been good trades by Preller. But he has also made a lot of bad trades, no doubt about it. And it's still it's like this, saying this sentence out loud is crazy to me. It has been 8 years with him as the general manager, and he has yet to have a winning season. Think about that.
Well, in a full year.
He has yet to put together a roster that has had a winning season in a full 162-game season since he became the GM in 2015.
Well, this has to be that team, right?
Has to be. And if it's not...
And they're 13 over at the break.
Has to be.
Or at the halfway point. They're 80 games into their season.
But again, there is a little slight asterisk there. It can't just be a winning season. It has to be a postseason.
Right. Can't be 82-80 and you're 4 games down in a playoff spot.
Has to be a postseason appearance.
We talked about this before the season. We're like, is 82-80 enough?
Not even close.
Is 83-79 enough?
Nope.
Is
there's no excuses, John.
78 enough?
I don't care that.
But Jim, they didn't have Fernando Tatis Jr. for 100 games.
No excuse.
But Jim, Manny got hurt.
No excuse.
But Jim, they only had 7 starters.
No excuse. Well, actually,
I agree with you. I mean, this is completely postseason or bust. You could argue, by the way, you get it as the 6th seed and lose 2 games to none in a best of 3 series. Is that good enough? Is that the expectations with $230 million?
I mean, honestly, probably not. But
it'll probably he'll keep his job if they make the postseason.
I mean, it depends. If they win 91 games, right, and they're 2 games off from a fourth seed, Like,
91 games is a lot of win. I mean, 91 is 91 and 7.
That's what I mean. Like, okay, they win 91 games. They get in as a 6 seed because everyone else has a great season in front of them, and they lose the first 2 games of the playoff. Like, I think that's successful. That's
91
fine.
wins is a lot of wins. I'm kind of talking about 82. And,
No. If they sneak in at like 83 and
I don't know if you sneak in this year though with the Giants and the Phillies. I don't think
there's
82
8 teams,
enough.
dude. There's 8 teams that are vying for playoff spots with
8
6
teams
of them.
over 500.
Yeah. It's tough.
Can we get to
what do you want?
You want to get to another one of our partners? You want to get to Omar Sanchez?
I do want to get to Omar Sanchez.
All right, Omar Sanchez, Edge Home Finance, our brand new partner, is here to help all Padres fans with their mortgage. You can text Omar right now. He's available to you 24 hours a day. Scan the QR code. It's on the screen. Or text Omar. You see that big phone number up there, 619-387-7798. He is your San Diego native mortgage broker, a Padres fan for life, out of San Diego State. Can we talk some realignment at some point, Jim? Whether you're looking to buy your dream home or refinance to consolidate your debt, Omar's your guy. And if you're in the process of buying or refinancing and would just like a second opinion to make sure you're getting the best deal possible, call or text Omar. You can get a free consultation. And if you're a realtor, Omar is looking for local partners as well. He's here to help all Padres fans. He can help get you into the home of your dreams. If you support this channel and you want to support a local business, please go with Omar Sanchez at Edge Home Finance.
Yeah, the number there on the screen, 619-387-7798. You can text him, reach out to him anytime you want. Hold on a second here. I got to block a Dodger fan. You can reach out to him and you can reach out to him anytime you want, any time of the day. He will reach out back to you if you have any mortgage or loan needs. Omar is your man. We have the QR code in the top of the screen there. It's always in the top of our screen of our videos. You can just scan that. It will take you right to his website, 619-387-7798. Reach out to Omar. Let him know the wrap-up show sent you.
What was the Dodger fan saying? Not good things?
He was just like, you guys suck or something.
Like me and you, or like the Padres?
He said, I don't know. He said, he's like, go Dodgers or something. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And yeah.
What's that?
Nothing. It's all good.
Okay. Kevin Acee today in the UT, Jim, and Ken Rosenthal wrote about this as well. I thought Kevin was actually better in this space. I thought he had better quotes. This is from Bob Melvin. We're not ruling anything out. This is about Tatis in the outfield. If I'm helping the team, Tatis said, it doesn't matter for me where I'm playing.
Hold on, pause. Do you want to just hear from Tatis?
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Would love to.
Our very own Marty Caswell was on the scene today.
Oh, she was at Dodger Stadium.
She was at Dodger Stadium. And she talked to Tatis in the clubhouse. Let me just pull this up here. Hold on. Oh, gotta block another Dodger fan. Yo, if you come in the chat and you're a Dodger fan and you expose yourself, you're getting blocked. So,
by the way, if you're a Dodger fan, you just
played yourself.
Show, like go to a Dodgers channel. I mean,
right? You just played yourself by exposing yourself in the chat. So, if you're a Dodger fan and you expose yourself, you will be blocked.
Yeah, why are you so obsessed with the Padres to even be here?
It's like the classic, like, oh, let's go over to the Padres channel to, like, I don't know,
make fun of the Padres because that's so fun.
It's like, great, you guys own you guys win every game. It's great. Yeah,
the Dodgers have been better than the Padres. Okay, you got us.
Yeah, cool, good job.
Right. Go win another 30-game World Series.
Right, yeah, go win a fake World Series and not have a parade and celebrate it. Let's see here. All right, can you see that?
I can.
Okay.
It's good to see the smile on your face. It's good to see the Instagram back. I know your Padre fans are excited that you actually have a timetable when you can start swinging fully.
Yeah, that's right. Already looking forward to a schedule and feeling pretty good so far.
How frustrating have the last few months been? I mean, I think we saw it in your face, but how was it for you not knowing what was going to happen and when you'd be ready to go?
I'm just waiting. There's a lot of questions at the same time, and nothing much I couldn't do. I feel like everything was out of my hand, and I feel like this time I just needed to wait.
I think last time you spoke, when you weren't cleared, you said that you would do whatever they want to be able to win, whatever to help this team. Is it your expectation that you'll be in the outfield, or you don't know yet at this point?
I don't know yet what's going on. I'm just being out there, getting in shape, trying to have fun in the baseball field.
Are you a better right fielder or are you better center fielder? Now, Bob Melvin says that you could be a Gold Glover anywhere you want to play.
I'm just an athlete. Play this game all the way around. I feel like it doesn't matter where you put me, I'll be a good player.
And for you, was it I know Manny's back now, which seems remarkable. At the time of that injury, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind when no one knew when Manny could return?
It's pretty tough. It's like losing another anchor of the team. Obviously, it will damage the team, and in a lot of ways, he's not in the lineup. And I'm just happy and glad he's back in there.
The City Connect jerseys were released yesterday. What's your opinion? The reaction I've seen from Padre fans, they either love them or they hate them. What did you think about them? I think Eric Rupner said they ran it by you and Manny last season to kind of get your opinion on the color.
I mean, it is what the city means. The color that the city represents, what's the vibe of San Diego. I so far personally, I like it. I like pretty much. I like the colors. I feel like some people probably gonna be a little bit too loud, but the young guys and the vibrant vibe, I feel like everybody's on the same page.
Your Instagram was back. You're back on IG. Why, can I just ask why was it gone for a while? It's good to see it's back.
All right, that's great. That's all we need to know.
That was interesting, though.
Well, guess what? Go to sportssd.com, watch get the full interview, hear what Tatis had to say about his Instagram page coming back.
Kristen, how you doing?
Good.
Oh no!
It's my wife's 40th birthday. So
do we have drunk Kristen in the chat right now?
No, we do not. Not right now.
Oh boy!
Not right now.
Oh boy!
Listen, the Tatis stuff's encouraging. Hopefully, he'll be back sooner rather than later. What can you do about the fact that he's out? We've talked about it extensively.
I don't care if he plays center field. I don't care if he plays left field. I don't care if he plays right field. I don't care if he plays shortstop. I don't care if he's DH. As long as he's on the field and he's in the lineup, that's all I care about. And I know you see a lot of people like getting really upset about it. It's like, guys,
upset about where he's going to play, you're saying?
Yeah, like I understand. In the long run, he's a shortstop. That's where he will play. But in the short term, I don't care. Especially right now. Just
get him on the field healthy. They'll figure it out.
Right.
And figure out this offense where you're playing the Dodgers this year. You've been outscored 33-10. You've been out homered 13-3 against them. You've got the second fewest home runs in the National League.
John, you're getting literally bitch slapped by the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's just, it's just hard to score. You score on a sac fly, you score late on a Luke Voigt home run. I don't know what solves it. I don't know if opponents solve it. I don't know if, it's the Dodgers. The Dodgers are just better than the Padres. They need to get home. They need to get Seattle. Seattle solves it. I know Seattle's under 500, but Seattle's got a good offense. So I don't know what solves it. Does getting home solve it? They've been better on the road than at home. Does Bob Melvin solve it?
I think I'm going to go Monday.
You should, man. You should.
Because apparently we never go.
Dude, we go. We work. And
we're never there. We're never there.
That's because we do a wrap-up show immediately after.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't know who else is doing a wrap-up show today.
Nobody. Only we're idiots enough to do this wrap-up show on a Saturday on a holiday weekend.
100%.
After the Padres get their ass kicked again by the Dodgers.
Well, it's just like, it's frustrating. If you're a Padres fan and you're watching this, there was so much anticipation going into the series. I said Thursday, I'm so excited for this series. There's so much anticipation. Padres have played relatively well, not just relatively well, second best record in franchise history through 77 games going into the series. And then
it wasn't like a make or break series, though. Obviously, every Dodgers series is important, especially when you are where you're at in the standings, no doubt about it. But even, like the split is what we were kind of like. They can get the split. They can get this, just get the split. That's what we were at, like. But
that's why it's a make or break series. Like we said, you need to go 3-3 on this 6-game road trip, because if you go 1-5, which is what's on the line tomorrow, you've dug a hole that is not insurmountable. But 5.5 games against a team you can't beat head to head, that you still play 12 more times. How do you make up the 5.5 games?
You don't.
What are you asking the Dodgers to do? Go 35-45 in the second half of the year? Good luck.
Good luck, dude.
If they go 45-35, which isn't even good baseball by their standards, you got to go 50-30. So it's like, that's how important the series was with the Padres. You got to at least get a game. If you get a game, the world keeps spinning, and you're 3.5 out.
Easy matchup tomorrow. Only facing Clayton Kershaw.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's easy.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. Let's see here. If anybody, you want to get to?
Let's get to work.
Okay.
So I probably got to roll in about 5 minutes. Otherwise, my wife is going to divorce me before she turns 40.
I understandable. I would too.
On July 4th.
And then you're left in Tahoe in that room, and you have to do every single show from Tahoe.
Hey, it wouldn't be the end of the world, I guess.
Well, I mean,
No,
shit,
you're not
dude, all the
Right to stay
pictures
on
you're
top.
posting, it's like, dude, fuck. I wish I was
It's a
there.
beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. It is.
Yeah.
We do want to welcome Aura, obviously, to the wrap-up show. They've been with us for months and months and months. If you click that Take the Quiz button down below, you're getting 30% off your first order. This is a great company. Their co-founder, Will, who's in San Diego right now, is a San Diegan and is a huge Padres fan. I've been drinking. He's also got offices in San Diego as well. But this is plant-based nutrition, probiotics. I take one every single day, including when I'm on the road right now. You can take proteins after workouts, pre-workout supplements, immunity supplements, sleep pills, whatever it is. They have something to improve your health. Great products. Again, 30% off your first order. Just click that Take the Quiz button, ora.organic. There's a link down below for Aura as well. But if you want to support this channel, if you're looking to get healthier with plant-based nutritional products, please check out ora.organic. The link down below. You can shop and browse while you watch the wrap-up show.
Yeah, go there right now. Everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. Everything they got is organic. It's all vegan based. It does taste delicious. This raspberry lemonade flavored pre-workout that I have all the time. It's my favorite. It's the cleanest on the market. It's jitter free. It's amazing to take. Highly recommended. Protein powders, fish oil pills, everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. Go there right now. Take the quiz. Get 30% off your first order. You will definitely thank us later.
Also, before I get out of here, Jim, and I don't know if you still plan on doing more killing this team or not. I do want to mention our membership program. If you'd like to become a member, you click that join button down below, and you're getting custom emojis in the membership program. In fact, I just added the fuck emoji, right?
Yeah, it's like it's called the darn emoji.
Oh, we added the LFGSD emoji.
We did LFGSD.
Yeah, so a couple of FUCK emojis, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of emojis in there. The more members that join, the more emojis that you get. All custom emojis if you become a member by clicking that join button. Custom badges as well. Those badges update as you're a member over a certain period of time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, etc. Also, exclusive members only content, like photos of Jim and I wearing the brand new City Connect jerseys that we actually don't have, but Jim just kind of superimposed on our bodies. So,
dude, no, John.
Yes.
The Padres were very nice, and they sent us these jerseys. I mean, it was a great time. You missed it. I have your jersey for you.
Okay.
I did have to superimpose your jersey on, but me and Brent got the jerseys. We also got the hats. So again, shout out to the Padres for thinking of us and thinking of Extra 1360 when you guys released your new City Connect jerseys. I can't thank you guys enough.
Maybe a little too much, maybe a little too much City Connect discussion and a little less like let's win baseball games. Like, listen, I think they look nice, honestly. I mean, I think when I see it all put together and I see the story, I think I understand what they're trying to sell. I like the cap. I don't know if I'm in love with the jersey. I know they're going to wear them every Friday home game from here on out. But I'm less concerned about the City Connect jerseys. They could wear those player weekend jerseys if they're winning. They could wear literally a white T-shirt like Jim wears every single day if they're winning. I just want to see them win. And the way they're playing right now is just discouraging. And you're led to, what's going through your mind right now is this 2019 second half where they played awfully under Andy Green. Is this 2021 second half where they played terribly under Jace Tingler? Or is it not? Is it different because it's Bob Melvin and he can steady this thing? And I'm hopeful that it can be steadied. And I'm hopeful that with Tatis and a healthy Machado and with the right move or two at the deadline, the Padres can play the way they're capable of playing, like they played at times during this first half. But it's just discouraging. This weekend's been really discouraging if you're a Padres fan. It really has.
They've yet to win a game since the release of the City Connect jerseys.
What's the record? It's 0-2, right?
Coincidence? I think not. No, I like their jerseys are fine. They're not to me like the greatest thing on the planet. They're not the worst thing ever. They're fine. They're good. Hats are nice. I would have done
to wear this. I think this is dope.
I would have done something with the sleeves. I think the colors on the sleeves kind of that's kind of what makes
it's a little
it
much. I think they'd be upgraded for like 2023. Man, again, I get what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Do I think it's perfectly executed? No. Did I say that I want to hear the story? And I think that could kind of tie it together for me. I like the story, the fact that it's Baja California, two nations, two cities, Tijuana, San Diego. I like that. I like the cap, but
you know what? How it would have looked better is if the jersey was all white, the sleeves didn't have the colors on it, and the piping had like big piping,
pink or the blue.
Like the thick blue or turquoise and thick pink piping.
Oh, like this, like the triple, like double or triple.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you have that on your sleeve, and then you have the same thing around the neck, basically like your jersey you're wearing right there. And I think that would have been like way better. But hey, I'm not a designer. What do I know?
They didn't consult with you, Jim.
They didn't. Nike decided to do it on their own. But they're fine. They're fine. They're good. They're fine.
No, they are. I just actually saw somebody here who is a Yankees fan. He's like, dude, those jerseys are getting so much play.
Well, the younger demographic is going to love those jerseys. Like,
no, you're gonna see them throughout Petco Park. And again, I give them credit for the creativity. Honestly, it's better than just, oh, look, it's a navy blue Padres uniform. We've seen that previously. Right. So I give them credit for thinking outside the box.
Yeah, and it's fine. And I think it's gonna be weird seeing Bob Melvin in that jersey, but
definitely,
and like Tim Hill and like Taylor Rogers, but you could literally
Ruben Niebla walking out to the mound.
Yeah, Ruben Niebla walking that on the mound, but Tatis will look great in it. Of course, he looks great in anything. Machado will look great in it. Even Hosmer will look good in it. Alfaro will look good in it. Profar's gonna look amazing in it. Like, it's fine. It's just there's gonna be some people that you're like, probably not meant for you.
Like Will Myers.
No, like Tim Hill and Craig Stammen.
Yeah, maybe.
Or like
well, it's like offensive linemen when they release new NFL uniforms. Like they're all like hot and flashy and colorful.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe not Jake Cronenworth. Maybe not Jake Cronenworth. But I mean, other than that, it's fine. It's fine.
I gotta roll, Jim. Otherwise, I'm not gonna hang out with Kristen on her 40th birthday.
All right, go. I'll stay for like 5 more minutes.
Okay, Jim's gonna stick around. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully there'll be better days.
All right, John, you're soft. All right, John is out. Hold on. I'm surprised he isn't divorced yet. I mean, this guy's doing a Tahoe trip. All right. Any questions you want since John's gone? Since John is gone, we can now do whatever the hell we want on the show. So whatever you want to ask, I will answer. I'm going to stay for like 5 more minutes. Again, if you want to send a super in, you can. Yeah, I am flying solo. Everyone's like, oh my God, Jim is flying solo. He never does this alone. Yeah. Okay. If you want to talk about City Connect, I don't really know what else to say about this team and this game, but you lose tomorrow, it's like, okay, the division is going to be seriously difficult to get. Okay, hold on. No drunk Jim tomorrow. No, I'm not going to take a shot. Yes, I am flying solo AC. All right, let's see here. How long do you think it'll take Machado to be somewhat 100% healthy after the All-Star break? Maybe. This is going to be a situation where he's going to be recovering like on the fly. And I don't think a lot of people saw this. And he tweeted out on Thursday, he had to drive from Arizona to LA because they didn't want his ankle to swell up from the flight. Like, what are we doing? That to me says all you need to know about this ankle injury, how bad it is, that he can't even fly because if he does, the ankle's going to swell up. And I'm sure the doctors gave him the advice, like, would you be okay with driving? Like, I know it's a lot, but if you fly, that thing is going to swell up and you probably won't be able to play. So he's going to, I mean, it's a good thing that he was in the field today and he played some last night and he looked good. He made a play today that was amazing. But it's like, what's going on here? And it sucks that he has to do that because if he doesn't, then you have who playing third base? Like Alcantara. I know he got DFA'd, but again, you need Manny in there even on one leg. That's tough. Cortisone shots all the way around. I get it. Numb that baby up. Put a brace on it. Tape it up. Strap it in. Good to go. Warren, do you think the Padres will trade for a bat or trade Snell for a bat? No, because Snell can't get you anything. Snell is right now does not have any. I mean, he does have value, but if you're looking to trade him for a significant upgrade in the lineup, highly doubt it, especially with the money he's making and the way he's pitched and how he came in this year saying, he wasn't ready. And you've heard him say how the last 2 years has been extremely difficult for him to acclimate to San Diego. So imagine a team saying, oh yeah, he'll be fine in, Chicago or wherever. Like, if you can't acclimate in San Diego, it's going to be very tough for you to acclimate in, like, I don't know, give me some random place, Arizona or something. So, I mean, no, they're not going to trade Snell for a bat. I still stand by that. You got to keep Blake Snell, even if he's winless. I'd rather have that as an option than what happened last year. Just trade for all the pitching and keep Blake Snell. Gus, what's your batting average on Tinder? I don't have Tinder, actually, Gus. Do not have Tinder. Other apps I do. Yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe batting 300. Solid average. Good average on other places, I guess. Okay. I know Albert's been trashing Tatis the entire time in the chat. We just haven't got to it. Can we trade Tatis now? What an overpaid like, come on. No. Stop. Fernando Tatis Jr. knows what happened in the offseason was not good. Okay. But is that a mistake that cost this team? No. Like, they're still 13 games over 500 without him. Now, if they were like 15 games under 500, then yeah, you could probably say that Tatis played a pretty big role in why this team does not perform well this year. But it's been the opposite. Like, this team has performed well this year, minus the last however many games. And if you think that, like, it's like, just get rid of Tatis, no, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Fernando Tatis Jr. is the face of this franchise when healthy. It sucks to say that, but you have to say it. When healthy, he is potentially one of the best players in all of baseball. In all of baseball. So you keep him. I'm Team Tatis. You can jump off the bandwagon, but I am Team Tatis. He fell off a motorcycle. He fractured his wrist. He's going to come back. All right. Whoa. Jeff, bro, you didn't have to do this. This is by far the biggest super that we've ever gotten on this channel. Can we please give a clapping? And of course, it's without John, too. Of course, it's without John. Can we please give a clapping emoji to Jeff in the chat? Thank you, Jeff, for supporting this channel in a big, big way. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. He said, "Goes grab some drinks on me. We all need it. Thanks for doing a wrap-up show in the tough times." Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. We really appreciate you. It's without you guys, we're nothing. I know John is in shambles right now. I'm going to text him right now. He's going to freak out. Jeff, you are the man. Hold on. Taking a picture of this right there. John is going to cry. He's like, what just happened? But yeah, put clapping emojis, please, in the chat for Jeff. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you. Even if you don't send a super in, it's fine. We're just glad that you're here, talking Padres baseball, even when it's not fun and it's not easy, because this team sometimes will literally make you want to stick your fingers in your eyes and rip as hard as you possibly can. I understand, but it's a nice place to talk Padres baseball. Let's see here. A couple more, and I'm going to bounce. Albert, Tatis is done. He's here for 14 years. He's one of the best players in baseball. End of story. Let's see here. Yeah, thank you. For real, Jeff's a real one, man. Jeff is a real one. Jeff's a W's in the chat for Jeff. If John was still here, he needs some of that super chat money for the divorce attorney. Absolutely. He might get a couple. Might get a couple dollars. But I mean, not let's see here. Any more questions you guys want to get answered or anything? Anything else? Nothing happened to Tatis. It's just nothing happened to him. He's fine. I agree, Matt. Let's get the hell out of here. Have a beer. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I might be back tomorrow if they win, to actually talk about a win over the Dodgers. But if they don't, probably will not see us until at least Monday night, maybe Tuesday morning, because it's 4th of July on Monday. So if you don't see us, please, everybody have a great weekend. Have a safe 4th of July. Go outside, enjoy the sun. You know, even if the Padres are losing, it's nice to go outside and see it's perfect. If you live in San Diego, if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. So, all right. Again, I want to thank Mark Nimitz, want to thank Omar, want to thank Aura, and want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. Hopefully the Padres can win tomorrow, at least take one game in the series. So until then, peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend. Have a good night.